What up, everybody? Happy Saturday. Happy UFC 300. And boy, oh boy, do we got a lot going on today. We got a quick strike challenge to talk about. I got a couple people live in the studio with me today, joining me. I will have them popping up right now. I got Trey and Mo Fresh. Here they are. What up, gentlemen? Welcome to the show. Big card today. Crazy fights. We're going to talk all about them. Glad to have you guys on. We'll talk through some of these fights together. And before we get started, first giveaways live. TFSP in the chat. It's going to be for a Maple Rush base pack. Make sure you type TFSP in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, for that first givey. Challenges this week are fire. Yes, indeedy. We're going to talk about those right now. Let's see those TFSPs. Thank you, everybody, for popping in this fine UFC 300 morning. Get those TFSPs in the chat. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up on the video. And let's get it cracking here. I'm going to pop my screen open and let's talk about this challenge first. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm going to take that comment off so we could kind of see Mo's face a little bit. All right. So, the multi-challenge event for UFC 300. We got two separate challenges, both requiring a couple different types of things, right? So, first challenge is for a Zhang Weili champion moment, guaranteed minted to 75, no matter how many completions there are. And you can only complete this once for one reward. And there are 3 different ways to get your hands on the Weili champ. Number 1, you would need 4 of these champions that are all fighting on the UFC 300 card. Alex Pereira, Jamal Hill, Charles Oliveira, and Davison Figueiredo. So if you have those 4, boom, you got 1 completion. The next way to get them is to get a separate 4 champs that you need to hold. So Joanna, Rose, Justin, and Max, those 4 champs, if you hold them, those 2 guys are fighting. Those 2 ladies have fought Weili in the past. So those 4, if you own them, boom, you get your hands on a Weili. And then the third way to do it is to burn a Carla Esparza champion along with all the following strawweight moments. So it's a pretty long list, lengthy list. Including or topping it off with the Carla champ. So, yeah, so it can max out at 99, but it'll be minimum minted to 75. Wonder what they would do in the small chance there's over 75 completions. I don't know, man. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. It'll be very interesting to see. Mo Fresh, let's go. The people like Mo Fresh on the podcast. They love a new face, huh? They love him. They're sick of seeing my old ass, bro. They like Mo Fresh. You got to come on more often, Mo.
All right, let's do it.
But shit. But yeah, so that's the first challenge. So it's a multi-challenge event. So the first challenge, pretty tough. It can possibly go to 99, but it'll be interesting to see. It'll be very interesting to see if it gets over the 75 mark. If I had a Carla around that $200 range, or I picked one up around that $200 range, I probably would have done it, just because I definitely have all these with a lot of dupes for sure on some of them. So it would have been a no-brainer for me if I had the Carla. Did not have the Carla. I have Alex and Max. They're out of the loop on different sides of the scale. So I would have to get 3 champs for either one of those completions. So I'm out. I'm out on the Zhang. But I know Mo Fresh is able to get it done. And Trey, I know Trey's he's still on the fence about what he wants to do because my man's got 2 cardless.
That's right.
Which way did you go, Mo?
So I had a Justin and a Max, and I had a Alex and a Jamal Hill.
Gotcha.
So I was on the, and
you
I
had
hit up
2
one
in
of the
each.
guys.
You had 2 in each section.
Yeah, so I hit up one of the guys. Never felt it. Cool guy.
Oh yeah, good guy.
So
Yeah, I met him. I met him in Nashville. He's the A1.
He is. Yeah, I met him in MSG at 295.
Never
But
felt it.
he hooked it up. He hooked it up so where we could do a trade.
Yep.
He sent me a rose, and I sent him my AP.
Okay.
And he hooked it up with finding somebody that was willing to do a permanent trade for a Johanna. It hurt me to give up my Spider Silver, but I did. They were roughly around the same price. Check that off.
Yep.
Done, and we have it coming.
Whaley's on the way. And then Trey, I know you're still on the fence, buddy.
Yeah. I want to see how tonight goes.
Yeah, you're gonna decide after the if she gets a crazy killer knockout, you'll probably lean a little bit towards getting it done, huh?
Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
That's a lot of action for Carla, though. A lot of action for Carla. She's
That's
so
the most
hot
action
right
she's
now.
had in months.
Yeah, for sure. Especially because she ain't fighting either. So that's the first challenge. So not pretty tough, but obviously it's tough for a reason. You get a pretty, I mean, out of all the women's MMA champions, she's probably the most vicious one that we've seen to date. So if there's any women's MMA champ moment that I think you would want or somebody would want, her fighting style, I think a lot of people love it, gravitate towards it, and I'm all for it. It was a good fight too. It was a quick ass knockout. It's the Andrade KO. That's the moment that's being minted. Yep, when she KO'd Jessica Andrade, you see it in all the pre-fight build-up here for 300. So, well, that's the first part. Part number 2, a little bit more interesting here. So, 3 different ways to complete this challenge. Path number 1, collect or burn each of the following moments based on the results of the fight. So, if they win, you got to collect the moment. If they lose, you got to burn the moment. And they got the whole list of, there's 19 total moments on the card. So, yeah, I think the only guy who's really like, there's a few people that aren't on here, but like Cody Brundage, but like pretty much the whole card's on here, just about. So yeah, this one's a little different. This first part of the completion portion, obviously you got to wait and see what happens at the end of the fights, and then decide whether or not you want to, because like you're gonna have to burn some rares for sure. So you'll definitely have to burn a Max or a Justin. You'll definitely have to burn a Bobby Green or a Jim Miller. And then they did not, Alex P's fandom is not in here. They use this common. So those are just the ones you got to, and that Holly Holm rare. Those ones might pop. These guys might pop if any of these guys lose, in my opinion. So just keep your eye on those. Let's see what else we got. I've never felt it. Since they won't release the rest of the mint for a while, it'll probably stay high. Yeah, that's true. We could take a look real quick at Pantoja, because he was a challenge reward. And let's just see. Yeah, so there's only 32 Pantojas out there. So we'll see how many of these are complete, though, because I know Pantoja was a little bit different challenge scenario. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, let me see what we got. Path 2. So the first path, we're pretty much just wait until the results tonight. Path 2, though, if you wanted to get a head start on it, if you collect one of each of these moments, you get a completion. So there's a couple epics in there, Gaethje and Oliveira. You got Figgy's fandom, bunch of fandoms and rares. Epics, fandoms, and rares. Moicano, Jalen Turner. So yeah, decent set of guys that are fighting on the card. Collect one of each of those moments, 9 total. You get a completion. And then the third way is if you own an Aljamain Sterling champ, who's also fighting on the card, you get an auto-complete. This challenge is a multiple complete, so you can do it for multiple times, for multiple rewards. So if you have, 4 of each of these, you get 4 completions, it looks like. And then based on how many you burn and collect here, you could get multiple completions as well as with the Aljo champ. And the reward is a little interesting too. So if Armin finishes Charles, the reward will be his potential victory at UFC 300, which would be whatever, if it's a finish, right? And in all other circumstances, so if he does not finish Charles Oliveira tonight, it will be his knockout over Beneil Dariush. And the moment will be minted to a minimum edition size of 100, being an epic. If we go over that epic point, then it'll bleed into a rare. So not too bad on this one. I like how they're using the different fighters. I like how everything's in here. I'm good with it. What about you guys? How you feel about this second one?
I like it.
I like the possibility of it being something from 300 from the card. I kind of wish that they would have made that stipulation for the Zhang moment where she wins. It'll be and if it's a finish at 300, then it would be that champ moment from 300. Or if it's not a finish, or if she loses, then it's the Andrade moment.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Completed it twice.
You got it done twice with the Aljo, right?
So I got the Aljo, and I'm holding the
the
path
moments.
number 2.
So you got 2. Yeah. And then depending on what happens, it'll be interesting to see how it goes down tonight with the burning / collecting. Are they all? They're all different moments over here. Yeah, they're all different moments. So these moments have no implication on the moments in path number 2. So if you got path 2 done, you don't even have to worry like, oh, I got to burn a Justin or a Max or a Charles. The moments that qualify for path number 2 are completely separate from the moments in path number 1 in regards to burning and collecting. So a lot of people might end up with a couple of these depending on who loses and who wins, right? So we'll be interesting to see how many completions it rolls out to. But should be decent. I did take a look at the burn tool. Obviously, Crip's burn tool wasn't too much action. We only had one Carla burned, and somebody else burned all the moments except Carla. So maybe they're waiting patiently. But they burned all the other 9 moments required. But one person has burned a Carla so far. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But on that note, we're going to run the first giveaway. The TFSP in the chat. This is going to be for the Maple Rush base pack. And then we're talking about this nasty fight card. Ooh-wee. Get them in the chat. Let's go. TFSP. Last call.
And smash that like button, guys.
Hell yeah. Hit the like button. Hit subby if you haven't subbed already. Let's go. There we go. TFSP's coming through. All right. Numbers not moving, so I think we're decent. All right. Good luck, everybody. Here goes the first one. Good luck. Maple Rush pack is going to Ifra Perez. The guy does not freaking miss, dude. Unbelievable luck, this guy. Killed me.
Yeah.
Like we bet moments too. We bet moments on a fight and he won too. I'm like, man, this guy don't fucking lose.
No, he doesn't.
He stays winning, bro. Congrats,
great.
Ifra, bro, my man.
Yeah, congrats.
But don't worry, we got another one. We're gonna do 300 in the chat. It's gonna be for a UFC 300 pay-per-view code for tonight. Let's see those 300s in the chat. 300 in the chat. Because that's what we're about to talk about. Right here, right now. UFC 300. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I was running through the fights, man. Shit's going to be crazy. Cannot leave your seat tonight. If you got to go to the bathroom, you got to make it quick. You got to run. You got to take the tablet with you. You got to take the iPad with you, the laptop, whatever you got.
That's right.
Tonight,
or you just piss in place.
Tonight is absolutely must-watch TV if I've ever seen it. Holy smokes.
I got my catheter ready.
This guy's hilarious. We'll start all the way at the bottom because we have to. Guys.
Figgy, Garbrandt.
Figgy versus Cody.
Have you checked ESPN Plus yet to see if they have this listed? Because on their website, it only shows Fight Pass.
What, the fight?
Yeah. Like the UFC website, if you look at it, you can see the early prelim. Well, the prelims on ESPN Plus, but it didn't say anything about the early prelims. Okay.
ESPN.
People are saying that they saw it.
The main prelims are on ESPN, and the early prelims are on Fight Pass. But I'm pretty sure they'll be on ESPN Plus too. They gotta be on ESPN Plus.
I don't want to miss the early prelim. Like this card is dirty as hell.
You know, that's a good question, Mr. Trey.
I think people have seen it on ESPN Plus.
I'm on. Here's my ESPN Plus right here. Browse.
And what a card.
So we're looking for the prelims.
The
main
early
card.
Prelims. Yeah, it's on ESPN Plus.
Prelims,
all right.
Early prelims.
Let's
yeah,
go.
they're right there. ESPN Plus got them. Bang, bang,
Right.
bang. Pre-show. They got a little pre-show at 3:30 today. Decent. All right, back to the card. Oh shit! I clicked on Figgy. My bad. Cody versus Figgy. Honestly, I'm liking Figgy in this one, guys. I think the new weight class, he's been looking pretty solid, looking good. I feel that he mixes it up a little bit more than Cody does, especially like with leg kicks and stuff. So I think he's just gonna do what he does, bro, and try. I think he's gonna drop him at some point because Cody has been a little chinny in his recent fights, getting hurt, getting rocked. But Figgy is a finisher, and if he drops you, he's jumping on your neck and he's putting your ass to sleep. And I honestly feel like Figgy starts us off with a fucking bang tonight. And
We get that $300K.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's going to be shooting for this $300,000 bonus, right? So, shit, man, people are going to be taking risks. And when you take risks, it means you leave yourself exposed sometimes and you might get knocked out. So, it will be interesting to see how people roll with this $300K bonus if they do anything, out of the ordinary of how they usually fight. But I just think the only place where Cody has got Figgy is in the height range. But even then, I think Figgy's got him beat in reach. And I think he's just better. He's better all around, dude, bro. He's better all around mixed martial artist. If it hits the ground, stands up, guy's an animal. So I'm rolling with Figgy.
I
What about you
agree.
guys?
He's a negative 325 favorite. And
Yeah.
when I look at Garbrandt and I look at Rob Font and I think about him, I think Rob might have been a little bit more of a tougher test with the striking, but he won via decision. So I think he's got Garbrandt either by finish or decision, but we'll see what happens.
Strikes are pretty close. Yeah. But in the wrestling area, I think Figgy, in the submission area, Figgy by sub is plus 350. If you are a gambling man, that one looks pretty nice. All right. We're all rolling Figgy.
Yep.
Next one. Bobby King Green versus Jim fucking Miller. How you guys feeling about this one, bro?
Oh, man.
Two veterans of the sport. Both guys are a little up there in age. One thing that's really concerning for me in this fight is that absolutely brutal knockout that Bobby Green is coming off of in his last fight against Jalen Turner, where he had his head bouncing off the canvas like 6-8 extra times. Yeah. That ref just must have had something out for his ass or something, because he let him get his ass beat. Like, he was out and just kept letting him get punched in the face on the ground. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Bobby's chin after that. Jim Miller's definitely a better wrestler, probably a better grappler too. So I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. The odds got Bobby Green as a heavy favorite, but Jim Miller throws heat and he knows how to mix it up, man. He knows how to mix it up. And I like I said, I'm a little worried about Bobby after that KO. It's going to be a little bit more hesitant. But then you got to think about, with the 300K on the line, is Bobby going to go nuts? Like, Bobby goes nuts. Is he going to do something out of the ordinary, get caught by a nasty power shot from Jim Miller? Like, there's a lot of different ways this can go. So it's tough. It's tough for me to call this one. But honestly, I'm feeling like an underdog might take this one. Jim Miller might pull this one out.
And that's true. Bobby may go in a little sloppy, trying to get the finish, leave himself exposed, and Jim Miller catches him with a nice right hand, and that's it. It's over.
Yeah, because Jim Miller, he's got that one-shot power, man. Mo, what you got?
I have Bobby King Green, just piecing him up.
Piecing
him up, man. Piecing him up. He wants part of that 300,000.
Yeah, I mean, it could happen. It could happen. It could definitely happen, bro.
He's going in there to get paid.
Because like a lot of these fights today, I think they are matched up like this for a reason. Because both guys, when you look at them on paper, you could find a path to victory for each guy. You know what I'm saying? On paper, yeah, Bobby's got probably better footwork, crisper boxing. If he uses the distance and like uses his range, picks his shots, doesn't do nothing crazy. Yeah.
Bobby's going to turn this into a street fight.
Or he could turn it to a slugfest. And if he gets caught, but yeah, I mean, it could go either way. It could go either way. It's tough. They're all tough fights to call, in my opinion, except a few. That's a few.
I think if you're doing a parlay, you do one with Bobby and one with Jim.
Yeah, you have to.
Just to kind of hedge it out.
It's a tough. I think Jim will pull it out. It'd be nice to see him get a dub on 300. Just for the old heads, you know.
Let's see. Live odds. Yeah, they're still pretty evenly matched when they opened negative 185.
Bobby, way more volume. If Bobby starts pouring on the volume early and doesn't let up, keeps it rolling, most definitely. Bobby can get it done. But we're looking at plus 250. Bobby by KO plus 550. Jim Miller by KO. Jim Miller by sub plus 600. Interesting. Very interesting odds there. But yeah, I think I'm rooting for the old heads, bro. I'm going with Jim Miller. Hopefully he gets it done. Gets that dub. Next up on the list, Jessica Andrade taking on Marina Rodriguez.
I like
Diddley,
Andrade.
can you check the crypt tool and make sure I just completed the Zhang challenge correctly? You burned Carla Cole? You burned Carla? Maybe it was him. Maybe it was him.
Yeah, I know Cole picked up a Carla. I think he got it for 340.
All right, it's running. Andrade Rodriguez. For me, personally, I think this is the perfect fight for Jessica Andrade to bounce back and get a dub. Marina's not very good on the ground. If Jessica makes this a brawl, she's going to win. She's going to win. I don't think Marina has like the KO power like some of the other ladies that are in the division.
He doesn't.
She's more of a volume striker. So she's obviously going to try and stay on the outside, use her range, long legs, and stuff like that. But Andrade loves throwing leg kicks too, so I think she's going to bust up her legs, get in there, get some dirty boxing going, and make it a war and get it done. I think she bounces back in a big way on this card here today. That's my take on the fight. You guys?
She's going to pick her up, turn her upside down, and tombstone
her.
Hopefully it's not a slam like she had against Rose.
Oh, yeah. How about that?
You could also see Jessica play in the first round with leg kicks to get Marina's movement to stop. And then second round, really go in and hammer her for the finish.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I like Jessica in this one as well myself. Yeah. So on to the next one now. This one. Ooh-wee. This one's fun, bro. This one's real fun.
Yeah.
Turner Moicano. So, man, it's a good fight. On paper, looks like, you got the 6'3" gigantic for the weight class, Jalen Turner. Got huge reach advantage, 5-inch reach advantage, 4 or 5-inch height advantage. Dude's very slick. But one thing I do notice about Jalen Turner in most of his fights is like around that 2 second round-ish mark, 2 10-minute mark, he starts gassing, bro. He gets a lot slower. He gets I don't know if he just starts playing like a more defensive game because he's gassed or what, but I think that plays into Money Moicano's favor. So this fight, I think, is gonna be dictated by time versus anything. So if Jalen Turner finds the finish within the first 2 rounds, he's gonna win. But if this goes longer than that, I definitely can see Moicano making this a nasty slugfest war, taking it to the ground and trying to lock in a sub or something crazy, because he is definitely probably like, if there's anywhere or any areas where Moicano's better than Jalen Turner, it's obviously in the jiu-jitsu, in the submissions. So if he does weather the storm early and is able to wear Jalen down, get him to the ground in the later rounds, bro, he can pull it off, but it's going to be a tall task, man, because Turner is a beast. Turner's a beast.
And if Moicano gets that finish, you better pay attention to that interview, because he's going to light that place up.
Oh, 100%. 100%. You give this guy a mic, it's gold, baby. Dude's amazing on the mic. But yeah, man.
Hey, where's my 300?
Let me tell you something. That's how he starts every single line. Let me tell you something.
DC, let me tell you something. I want
Let me
my
tell you
money. I want my 300K. Dana,
yeah.
give me a title shot. I can hear it now.
Yeah. So he's
Patty
not
Pimblett, where are you at?
my guy Moicano's not the best shooter on the takedown, so it's gonna be tough getting my guy Jalen Turner down. It's gonna be a tough fight for Moicano, guys. I mean, I like him a lot. My heart's with Moicano, but my mind's probably leaning a little
with the tarantula.
with the tarantula, honestly.
There's a little bit of value on Moicano at plus 190.
For sure. And like I said, bro, if it goes the distance, bro, like that's Moicano tends to get better as the fights go on longer. But
and
yeah,
this
Jalen
one,
Turner,
the over under is at 1.5. So that may be something to look at.
Yep. Here. Submission for 57. Minus 135 Jalen Turner by KO. That's crazy. No respect on Moicano's chin, huh?
Jalen is the fresher guy. Moicano when was that? 2 months ago.
Middle of the second? Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, when was the Bobby Green fight? Like 4 or 5 months ago? There, let's look.
Moicano was pretty bruised up, man, after that
December 2nd. So he fought 4 months ago. But yeah, Moicano did go through a war with Dober, for sure. Did have that Dober war. Yep, February 3rd. So, yeah, 2 months ago. That's quick turnaround, Momo. That's a good call, bro. That's a good call.
I honestly see Jalen submitting him, man.
So
I really do. He's big boy, man. He's a big boy.
Somebody asked about odds or middle of second for Moicano. Moicano by submission in round 2 is plus 1,200. Moicano by TKO in round 2 is 3,500.
Sheesh. That's wild. It's a tough one.
And third round is 5,500 if Moicano wins by TKO.
Yeah.
Moicano wants money. He has a chance to do it tonight.
He said live odds. Yeah, if you're gonna bet this fight.
Oh, live odds. Okay.
I think if you're gonna bet this fight, I think you probably wanna take it live. Maybe sprinkle. I mean, because there's not too much value on the Turner KO. So yeah, you probably want to take this one live.
Yeah.
But I think the tarantula, especially that Mo pointed out the two-month layoff for Moicano, and it was a war. It was a fucking war with Dober. So yeah, I think Jalen Turner. I think he gets it done. Unfortunately, even though I love Moicano, bro, I love the guy, his personality. He's a great dude. He's a dog in the octagon. But man,
his YouTube
sometimes they put you up against the beast, bro, and it is what it is, you know. All right, on to the next one. Super Sadiq Yusuff versus Diego Lopes. Now, this is an interesting fight. And my heart's really torn on this one because I'm a big Diego fan, bro. Huge Diego fan. Saw the guy live. He lit up the place, bro. Jumped on the cage, was going nuts. Big fan of Diego, but he is fighting a tough dude, man. And I hope he gets it done, bro. I really do. I don't like how they have him as the favorite. Sadiq has probably fought some better competition in his career, most definitely, compared to Diego. I think they just are really hyping Diego up, which is, rightfully so. The guy's been finishing his fights. He had a crazy debut on like 1 week short notice against Movzar where he almost won and beat Movzar. So dude's legit, but yeah, it's gonna be tough. The one thing I'm worried about is right here. Diego's path to victory is obviously taking this fight to the ground. He's not the best takedown artist. He's not really good at shooting. He's not really good at wrestling per se. His jits is great. You know, he could grab somebody's arm, grab somebody's leg, and then he'll end up just like tripping the guy, getting him on the ground, and then trying to rip his leg off, you know. But it's going to be tough to do that against a guy like Sadiq Yusuff, who's very clean and crisp striker. Knows how to use his distance, knows how to use his range really well. Throws a lot of kicks. It's going to be a tough night in the office for Diego, man. Hopefully he catches these kicks, bro. Because a lot of guys that have had success against Sadiq catches kicks and then try and start the grappling exchanges that way. So maybe Diego can take some, or hopefully he's taken some notes from some previous fights and use that hopefully to get some success here. But it's a tough one. It's a tough one for me because I don't know, man. I don't know. It's tough.
I want to see Diego get the win. I really do.
Same.
Yeah, I mean, my heart's saying Diego, but I would not be shocked if Super Sadiq puts on some kind of masterclass striking clinic. But yeah, its pace is another thing got to worry about here. Because Diego, I mean, has he? Well, he's gone 3 rounds with Movzar, no problem, full gas, and he pretty much almost won the fight, or he should have won the fight. A lot of people consider him, you know, will have won that fight. So Sadiq does gas a little bit. That Barbosa fight, though, was 5 rounds. We got to remember that. It was not a 3-round fight like this one. So when he did gas in that Barbosa fight, we were in those championship rounds. So I don't know. Maybe he controls his output a little bit more because he's taking some stuff from that Barbosa fight. Because in the Barbosa fight, he was throwing heat, bro, the whole first couple rounds, and then towards the end of the fight, dude was gassed. So it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, I'm really hoping Diego pulls it out too, man. I hope Diego pulls it out. Let's see what those odds are.
They are
Diego by sub plus 300.
I like it.
Diego by sub plus 300. That's a good bet, dude. That's a good bet.
I like it.
Let's see. Sadiq, 1,800 by submission.
I guess the UFC site got 1,600.
I mean, if he goes on the ground with Diego, that's Diego's territory.
Yeah, no, that's a recipe for disaster for Sadiq. Yeah, he's gonna have to keep this keep it standing up, and pick his shots and circle.
I feel Diego will be ranked come Monday
after this. Yeah, usually, I mean, he doesn't have a boring fight, man. This guy's stock goes up whether he loses or wins. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think, it should be it should be a great fight. I'm looking forward to it. I hope Diego pulls it out. We'll see. On to the next one. Holm versus Kayla Harrison making her UFC debut. This is some bullshit. They got them both at 5'8". There's no fucking way they're both 5'8" because Kayla was looking short as hell next to the preacher's daughter at the weigh-ins. Don't tell me they're both 5'8". That's some bullshit. See? Holly's got a 3-inch reach advantage, but they're both 5'8". Yeah, bullshit on that.
Oh, you want to go get you some ice cream? I saw you looking outside.
Dude, yeah. I got the window open and the ice cream truck just pulled up in front of me.
Hell yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
That's hilarious.
Some pre-fight ice cream?
We don't mind the little ice cream man music in the background, baby. Because somebody's going to be ice cold on the canvas tonight. You bet your ass on that.
Kayla looks fucking ripped, dude.
Yeah, I mean, her first fight at 135, bro, huge weight cut or huge, huge change in her typical fighting when she's fighting in the PFL. She was fighting like 155, I think, 145, 155, some shit like that. But yeah, she was able to make the weight, bro. She looks like she's She's cut, bro. She looks like a beast. And at 42 years old, you really got to wonder how much Holly's got left in the tank, especially going against a powerhouse grappler who's going to be shooting takedowns and landing ground and pound. Because if she was fighting a striker, it's a different story, bro. Holly can stand with strikers, you know what I'm saying? But when she's going against somebody completely on the like opposite end of the spectrum, who's like, bro, we're talking about Olympic level, top notch, like, yeah, I think it's tough, bro. I mean, I hate they did this to Holly Holm. I'm not a fan of it. But she did sign the fight. Maybe she catches her with a crazy head kick or something, but that's her only way. Hail Mary, honestly, is the only way I think Holly gets this done, is by some kind of Hail Mary strike, kick, knee, something as she's shooting or going for a takedown or something. But
if Kayla gets a good finish here, I think that's going to be an epic moment or a rare moment for Strike.
Yeah, Kayla. I mean, if she gets a finish for sure, I think maybe we'll see a Kayla Harrison moment come at some point. But yeah, I think this matchup is just primed for Kayla to shine.
It is.
12, 15 years younger than the person you're fighting.
And if she made the weight cut with ease, then Holly's in trouble.
Yeah, you're light years ahead of that person in the grappling, but yeah, I don't know, man.
I think Kayla takes it to the judges. I really do. I think Holly will avoid, and this will probably be a guaranteed straight to the judges.
You think so, huh?
I believe so, man.
I don't know, bro.
300K on the line for a finish.
I don't know, bro, because Harrison, especially if she gets her on the ground, her ground and pound is vicious, and the UFC lets you throw elbows. PFL doesn't let you throw elbows on the grounded opponents, so she said she's ready to throw some fucking elbows, dude. I don't know, man. I don't know. But, I mean, Holly could get it done. But it's interesting. It's a very interesting fight. But I think Kayla's gonna be too much for her. On to the next one, guys. East Coast battle.
Ooh.
Aljo versus Calvin Kattar. Big layoff for Calvin Kattar, coming off bad injury. He hasn't fought in a long time. Aljo, obviously coming off of his loss against
Sugar
Sean O'Malley. So one thing that I did notice, Calvin Kattar has the same reach and pretty much close to the exact same size as Sean O'Malley. So it'll be interesting to see if Aljo, and I think he has. I mean, Aljo is top notch, bro. He's fought the who's who of his old division. Some excellent opponents, pound for pound guys, right? So honestly, I think Aljo has learned a little bit. He's gonna have a little bit more patience when he's entering in or trying to shoot for takedowns. He's gonna mix things up, get a little bit more funky. Being at the higher weight class, I think favors him too. Having the better gas tank is going to help him. Not being drained as much on the weight cut day. So overall, I think Aljo's going to find his back at some point in this fight and get back to being the backpack baby and start his featherweight run off with a dub against Mr. Calvin Kattar, who's primarily a very good boxer.
Yeah.
I like how they're doing these matchups between the New England Cartel and Sarah Longo Gym. It's very interesting.
They keep doing it.
It's like bragging rights for the fighters, but bragging rights for the gym. And
who you got your allegiances to? Sarah Longo, right, Mo?
Yeah,
100%. One, that's no question. Yeah.
Hell yeah, me too, baby.
I met
Me
Aljo.
too.
Yeah.
I mean, I met Nas. Who else? No, that's it. Just Nas. We just
I
met
saw
Nas. But
Aljo.
we
and,
saw Steamroller. We saw Billy Q fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see
I saw Aljo
Steamroller
in
fight
person.
at
I was
St.
like,
Louis.
yeah, he's not that tall.
Yeah, I shook up with Aljo in Nashville when he was walking along the fence. Gave us a quick, what's up, guys? Marab. That's the man right there.
The machine. Yep.
So we're all rolling with Aljo?
100% submission.
All right. Everybody's rolling Aljo. On to the next one. Wow.
The big boys.
Jerry Prochazka versus Alexander Rakic. Absolute banger. Could have been a potential championship, an interim championship fight, before Pereira and Hill got into the mix. But Rakic was injured. Obviously, he was always up there, but had that bad ACL tear. And he's making his return here against Jerry, coming off of that bad knockout loss against Alex Pereira. So
this goes to show you how stacked 300 is. On any other card, if you have another pay-per-view card, this is definitely on the main card. And if this was a fight night, this is your main event for a fight night of 5 rounds.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how Rakic comes back after the long layoff, how Jerry, if Jerry's made any adjustments to his game. Because one thing I don't like about Jerry is his stance is very susceptible to leg kicks, and Rakic loves throwing leg kicks, bro. He loves throwing the shit out of leg kicks, just like Poatan did. Messed up Jerry's leg early. Jerry's a little wobbly, and then starts worrying about his leg. Then his hands drop a little bit, and bada bing, bada boom. It's a wrap. So hopefully, I'm hoping Jerry's got something for the leg kicks coming from Rakic. Because if not, man, Rakic is a beast, bro. I don't know if anybody remembers, but if you forgot, the guy's an animal. I know he hasn't fought in a while, but the dude's an animal. The dude is an animal. So I don't know.
Such a tough pick.
It is a tough pick. And Rakic is sitting as the slight favorite at -120 here on the UFC's website. Jerry at a +100. Let's take a look at some of this stuff. Rakic doesn't really shoot takedowns. Jerry might try and take this to the ground. Rakic has excellent takedown defense at 90%. Both guys not too much in the submission area. Strikes landed. We got a little bit more volume coming from Jerry on average. Significant strike percentages are about close on how often they hit their significant strikes, about 50% clip, both of them. Looks like Jerry absorbs way more strikes, though, than Rakic does. So Rakic's defense is a little bit better, as we can see here, 53% to Jerry being very hittable at a 40% striking defense. So like I said, it's going to be tough. I would hope. I mean, I don't know. In the last, when did he fight? When did Jerry fight Alex? 3 months ago? 2 months ago?
That was
Alex.
MSG. That was in November.
Okay, so 6 months ago. 6 months ago. Not bad turnaround. But do you think he's had enough time to get a solid defensive game plan in here? Because the book is out on Jerry, bro. All you gotta do is kick this guy's legs, and he's done for in the first round. Once you slow him down, he's toast. Easy money. So I would hope he's maybe implemented some sort of defense there. But if it's the same Jerry, bro, I'm going Rakic all day. You guys, what do you think?
Just a lot of questions
A
that'll
lot
get
of questions.
answered. I mean,
You could stay quiet if you don't want to give an answer.
I like Jerry.
You could pass. I like him
Man,
too,
I'm on the
Mr.
fence.
Mr. Karate Bushido. But it's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's a tough one. They're very evenly matched dudes, but I think Jerry's a little bit more hittable. I just think he's a
Yeah,
little bit more hittable.
No, Jerry's that guy. He'll do it.
He'll
Rakic just
do it?
got to be rusty. Yeah, it has to be.
I don't know, bro. We'll see. We'll see. 2 against 1 here. I like it.
Jerry.
Y'all got Jerry. I'm rolling with Rakic. All right, this one we probably don't have to talk too much about here. Bo Nickal versus Cody Brundage. Obviously, everybody's throwing a little bit of money on Brundage with that plus 1,100 plus 1,100 number next to his name. But man, oh man, Bo Nickal's got the size, the reach.
It's tailored for Bo.
Tailored for Bo to get this guy to the ground and do what he does best, right? So unless Brundage has some kind of miracle here, bro, I think it's gonna be a tough night for him. Maybe even a very quick night at the office if Bo does get him to the ground early, and it'll be a wrap, bro. Does have pretty decent takedown defense, so it'll be interesting if he tests it, and but we're talking about Olympic level wrestler here, and Bo Nickal. I don't think he shouldn't have a problem really taking anybody down based on his pedigree. So that's what I'm thinking, bro. That's what I'm thinking.
I think everybody's expecting him to go through Cody like butter.
Yeah, I think so. And the hype train keeps on rolling, right? Bo Nickal.
Do you see the difference for Bo to get the finish between round 1 and round 2? It's a big difference. Yeah.
The odds?
Yeah.
They don't have them here. What are you looking at, DraftKings or something?
Yeah, DraftKings, I think it was plus 800.
Which round?
2.
Round 2 is plus 800?
Yeah.
Round 1 is like what, plus 200?
It was like 150 or something like that. It was a big difference.
I'm looking it up right now. So you're looking at Bo by submission?
Yeah.
Round 1 is plus 110. Round 2 is plus 650. Round 3 is plus 2,200.
That's nuts.
I don't see it going into round 2, man. I just do not.
Yeah.
This could be one of the biggest upsets of all time.
100%. Most definitely. There's a negative 2,100 favorite, bro. That's ridiculous.
But $2,100 down to win 100?
Yep. Yes, sir. Keep it off your parlays. Unless you're rolling Brundage.
No, Bo.
All right. So we're all going Bo. Next one. Charlie Olives making his return finally after he pulled out for the cut in his eye. Against Arman Tsarukyan, coming off of the both guys coming off of their last fight, which were KOs of the same guy, Beneil Dariush. Some could argue that Arman did it better. But I think we all can agree that Beneil is washed.
Yeah, unfortunately. It's tough to watch a fighter go down that skid.
Yeah, so both guys coming off of KO wins against Beneil. Charles has the height and the reach advantage, and some can argue that he might have a grappling advantage in this fight as well if this does hit the ground, especially with his submission game. Arman, another ATT prospect, trying to make it to the top here after Garbrandt couldn't do it. We'll see, man. We'll see. It's going to be a tough fight. Arman, I don't know, man. Can Arman do it? Can Arman get it done? Does he get it done? I don't like how Charles always posts those shitty ass videos of him going through a hard ass weight cut, like crying with his boys. And I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. It's not a good. It's not a good visual for the audience, you know, when you're trying to pick a fight. You know, you see this guy, and then you see Armin coming out straight jacked. You know, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, Charles has a resume against some better fighters, but Armin, I think I got to lean Charles here.
He's intriguing here. He's a great grappler. Does the fight gets to the ground? Does Armin keep him down there? They stay standing. I think if it's a stand-up fight, Charles has the advantage in stand-up with his reach. He's put world-class guys on their ass with strikes. Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier, Michael Chandler. But Armin does fight a lot like Islam Makhachev. And Armin is one of the only guys who gave Islam probably the hardest fight of his life up until this point in his career. Armin is way shorter than Islam. Smaller reach, smaller. He's smaller. He's a mini Islam. You know, he's a mini Islam. I think so. That's why it's a tough fight for him. It's a tough fight for him because Charles, that reach, he knows how to use his limbs a lot, the elbows, you know. He's crafty, bro. He's a crafty vet. And giving a crafty vet an advantage, like with the reach and the height like that, it's going to be tough, man. Armin's going to have to take this guy to the ground, but who knows how long he's going to want to keep it there if Charles starts shooting for subs and stuff. Oh, man, I don't know. What's he got here? Wandering Nook. People thought Charles and Islam will be competitive. Yeah, I know. Those guys. But, yeah, Armin's just way shorter, dude. Just way shorter than them. That's the only problem I have with Armin. It's the only knock I got against him. He's a very small lightweight. Like, if he fought 145, dude would kill everybody. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he 5'7" for lightweight's tough, bro. Like, you got 6'3" lightweights fighting on the card before him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
As a fight fan, you can't say, "Oh, I don't like this fight at all." It's intriguing on both sides.
100%. Both guys have ways of victory. It's a tough one to call. Armin's sitting as a -225 favorite, dude. You got huge, pretty like plus 185 plus money on money line for Charles Oliveira.
Is this one that you wait to bet live?
Charles by sub is plus 400.
I like that.
Armin by KO is plus 130. Charles has been chinned, bro. I mean, he does get dropped in like every fight that he fights. So it's tough. It's tough.
Who would you say is the healthier guy?
Armin
It's got to be.
I think they're both pretty healthy, man. I mean, Charles always looks like he has a horrible time cutting weight. But besides the weight cut, I mean, they're both pretty fresh. They're both coming off KO wins, bro, where they didn't take barely no damage, you know? So, man, it's tough. I would like to see Armin win. It's nice to shake up that top five, you know? Get a little... shake up the lightweight division a little bit, mix things up, because it's pretty much been just like the Charles, Dustin, Justin, Islam show the last 2 years. Pretty much like that's it. You like that? You like that?
Somebody said like the shot that Charles is about to eat. We'll send him back to horse racing.
That's Wandering Nook, my St. Louis boy. Yes, sir. But yeah, I would like to see Armin win. It's a tough fight for both guys. Both guys can definitely win this one. I'm going to lean with Armin just to break up the monotony at the top of the division. That's where I'm rolling with Armin.
I got Charles.
The Bronx.
Yes, sir.
I like it. I think he could get it done, bro. I mean, he had on paper, bro. He's got all the tools. Hopefully, he doesn't get caught early. But yeah, it should be a fun fight, dude. Now for the third fight of the. Oh, there it is. There it is, boys. The BMF belt. Mo is going to be wrapping the belt around the winner of the fights tonight. That belt right there in his hand. That's it. That's what it's all for right here. The BMF Championship. Max Holloway stepping up to 155 to take on the BMF. Justin, the highlight, Gaethje.
Mo, have you had to travel through an airport with that belt?
No. No.
Not yet?
No.
You're going to go to IFW for Chandler versus McGregor, though.
Oh, that would be amazing. That would be amazing.
That would be nuts.
Can't wait.
This fight is it's the people's main event.
People's main event probably has everybody's heartstrings tied up really bad on this one because everybody loves both of these guys. Both these guys are warriors. Both these guys bring it every time they fight. And it'll be interesting. It'll be very interesting to see how this one plays out. They're pretty much exactly the same size with Max, coming up from featherweight here, but height and reach virtually identical, right? So I don't know, man. It's pretty much volume versus power. That's what it comes down to. Volume versus power. One thing that I'm worried about for Max is Justin's leg kicks. One thing I'm worried about for Justin is Max's speed and movement. It's a tough fight, bro. It's a tough fight. Max Holloway's never been finished in his career. That's a great stat to have with, 40, almost 40 pro fights. Dude's got a chin. Dude's been through some wars. Doesn't get dropped, really. I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough, tall task against the slugger and Justin Gaethje, who we all know throws with intentions to do damage, extreme damage. Leg kicks are nasty. It's tough, man. It's tough. It could be one, the Ruscio. Could be one for the Hall of Fame, most definitely. This could 100%. Be one of those fights where people are like, do you remember where you were when Justin and Max fought? Because that shit was nuts. Yeah, both guys don't quit. They're not quitters. They're dogs. They're going to go till the bell stops or till one of them is dead on the canvas, bro. That's just how they fight. Especially with this. They're the ones who got this 300K bonus going. So they're coming out banging. They're coming out swinging. I think they both look like they're prepared. They both look like they're ready. Like watching the lead up to the fight, I can't really see that both guys look like they're locked in, dialed in, ready to go, And that's what you want.
Well,
what you want. And that's what makes the best fights, dude. That's what makes the best fights, honestly.
Before the 300K was announced, they were kind of joking around with each other, and then that 300K was announced, and then you had the face-off after that, and everything changed.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because they were like smiling, whatever, and then I was like, oh, we got real money on the line now. Somebody's gonna die.
Or you get a 5-round striking clinic.
I mean, isn't that what Gaethje said, bro?
Yeah, I mean,
in his quote, he
said on Sunday mornings that he plans to fight to where he's not around on Sunday morning.
He doesn't expect to be there on Sunday morning, so he leaves it all in the octagon. Like he expects to die in there, type shit. I don't know, bro. That's some cold shit there.
But the thing with Max, and they were talking about his preparation, you give him 8 to 10 weeks, and Max will find whatever he can to exploit in the octagon. And you've seen it with Justin a few times with his right hook. He overextends on it. He did it against Fiziev a few times, and I thought Fiziev was going to come up and pop him. And I know Max knows that. And if Max can time it, make him overreach, come at him with a right. But I think Max is going to have to throw a lot more volume.
Yeah, never felt it's got a pretty good point here. I like it to go to the distance. They're both too tough. That's a possibility. But, I've seen JC get his lights knocked out a few times. But I don't think Holloway has the power. He has the velocity. I don't think he has the power. So he's going to have to catch like a perfectly clean shot to put Justin down versus Justin can probably drop anybody in his division with like a nice clean short hook. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder what they're going to tell the refs before this fight. Like we saw where Herb Dean had to step in when Justin was just beating up on Tony.
Yeah.
He's just like, I've seen enough. Like I got to stand in and stop it.
Or like
and
when
Max
he yelled at that one
way.
ref. He yelled at that one ref when he was beating the shit out of Cowboy Cerrone. He's like, how many more times are you going to make me hit this dude? He's dead.
And Max won't give up, so it's either going to be his corner. This is going to be a fight that you look back on in 10 years and say, wow. And Max is only 32. Gaethje's 35.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Max has been fighting a long time and started very young, dude. He was like Rosas back in the day, you know?
So if Max wins this,
19 years old and shit.
If Max wins this, do you get Max versus Dustin?
You get Max calling shots. Max is the BMF. He'll be like, I want Topuria. I'll put my BMF on the line. Topuria will take that. I want Islam. I want Islam. I want Dustin. I want. He slides right in the top 5 of the lightweight division, bro. Top 5 in both divisions.
And then you get Max against Armin.
Or you could get that.
Yeah,
but yeah,
if Max
has everything to win in this fight, I think.
Max does it. I believe he's the only fighter to have held the interim, the championship, and the BMF.
If he does it, yeah, it's true. Very true. Very true.
I honestly think he does. I honestly think Max Holloway does it, man. He's gonna put that volume on.
Gaethje does slow down too in his fight.
No one's landed more strikes in the history of the UFC than Max.
That's true.
That's something that he's very good at, and those are landing strikes, man.
Yeah, he doesn't got to worry about grappling. Doesn't got to worry about takedowns. You know, Gaethje's gonna come here, bang. It's gonna be a striking fight. So
if I think Max does what he did to Kattar to Gaethje, it's over.
But Gaethje throws those nasty leg kicks. That's the problem.
Or not Kattar. It was Ortega, where he was teaching Ortega how to block punches.
It's the leg kicks. I think if Max is able to figure out the leg kicks of Gaethje, he's going to win the fight, bro. I like Max, though. I like Max getting it done. Dustin's a better boxer than Justin, which helps him against Max. Yeah.
And that's why I said Dustin versus Max for the BMF, because they're both boxers.
Max is going to put that volume on Justin and get the decision. Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough one, guys. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Well, everybody likes both guys, bro. It's hard to pick, you know what I'm saying?
This is one I'm going to try and stay up for.
You have to. You can't go to sleep today. What the hell's wrong with you? You better go get some booger sugar or
Red
something,
Bull.
dude. All right. Co-main event.
There we go.
The Chinese Championship, baby. Zhang Weili versus Yan Zhaoyan. And should be a fun fight, but you know who we're all leaning with. No odds. We're all gonna probably lean on Zhang here. I just think she's better all around. She's a better martial artist. She's a better grappler. She's a better wrestler. I think in the striking department, Jan's pretty good with her strikes, her boxing, and stuff like that. Not the best accuracy though. Pretty close across the board on all the stats here for these ladies, except when it comes to the grappling and the takedowns, and that's where I think Wei Li will impose most of her will. Maybe she drops her with something, and then follows up on the ground for a submission or a ground and pound KO finish. But I definitely think Zhang takes it. I think Zhang takes it for sure. You guys, who you got?
I got Zhang.
Zhang.
I think if Tatiana didn't get hurt, it's Tatiana in the spot instead of Jan.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's Tatiana's probably division too. Once she's healthy and gets her shot at it. But until then,
they're only 1 inch difference in height.
Yeah.
At the weigh-ins and the press conference.
Jan was wearing. I think she was wearing heels.
She looks so much taller. Okay.
Yeah, she was wearing heels.
Yeah, pretty sure she was wearing heels. Taller.
She was wearing heels. I'm pretty sure. Jan was, and Wei Li was just wearing, the Rock shoes. Shit.
No, Wei Li gets it done.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Here we go, boys. Here we go. The main event of the evening for the light heavyweight title. Alex Poatan Pereira defending the light heavyweight strap against the rightful owner of that strap, who never lost that strap, Jamal Sweet Dreams Hill. What a fight, boys. What a fight. Should be a war, man. It should be a war. We got 12-1 Jamal Hill trying to get his belt back that he never lost. He had to let the belt go when he got his he ruptured his Achilles or tore his Achilles. He had surgery. This is his first fight back after that surgery, so be interesting to see how he bounces back from that bad, horrible, potential career-ending injury. But I honestly think it should be interesting, guys. Should be interesting.
Alex is gonna work that leg kick. I don't know if Jamal is gonna be able to handle.
Yeah, the calf kick is definitely going to be a problem.
Wasn't it Jamal, the left leg that Jamal hurt?
I don't know.
I think it was. And you got Alex throwing leg kicks with his right leg.
Yeah. The leg kicks are going to be a problem. I think if Jamal doesn't have an answer for the leg kicks, it's going to be a long night. Jamal doesn't like to shoot takedowns. He doesn't like to, do too much stuff. Like the odds are very close. Plus 120 KO Pereira, plus 180 KO Hill. Like that's crazy. It's like pick 'em odds, Yeah. So it's like it could pretty much go either way. If any one of these guys lands a clean strike on the other guy, clean shot, these guys both have the power to put anybody in the division's lights out. Jamal Hill definitely does have throws more volume. Obviously, we see Alex very patient behind his guard, throwing a lot of kicks. But honestly, the stats are very, very close here. We got a little bit more volume coming from Jamal, and because of that more volume that he throws, he obviously takes a little step back in accuracy. And then obviously Poatan keeps that accuracy high by picking his shots wisely here. The grappling, nothing for Jamal. Doesn't like to go to the ground. Would like to see if he may want to mess around on the ground a little bit and see what he's got going on down there just to mix it up a little bit. But if he makes it just a straight standing fight, bro, it's gonna be a tough, tall task, dude. But Poatan has gotten hit in his career, so I wouldn't be shocked if somebody gets caught and dropped.
Let's be real. Jamal was sitting on the sidelines for a while. Question: did he heal? That's 1. 2. Pereira is much more active.
It's true.
He's the hotter fighter. I really don't see Jamal, man. My heart's with Jamal, honestly, but my mind is with Alex. I think Alex gets it done inside the distance.
I think I'm with you on that. Jamal can catch him.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. He can catch him, but yeah, he's got a lot of things going against him coming into this fight. With
if
the
Jamal
injury,
gets Alex
layoff
up against the fence, I think it may be lights out for Alex. But if Alex can stay on the outside, get those leg kicks in, hurt Jamal's movement, then Alex may just be able to outpoint him. I think I got to give the power advantage to Jamal just by a tad. But that Achilles injury, that's a big question. Is he at 100%? Is he at 90%? Is he less? Is he only doing this for a paycheck and to keep this card alive? Because if it's not Jamal, who do you put in as Jamal's replacement?
Yeah. They all say that he did all his rehab and everything at the PI, right? So I don't know, man. I don't know. He did blow up pretty heavy, when he was injured and stuff like this. It's good points. Good points all around.
I remember at the Champ Lounge in MSG, Jamal was walking around normal, man. He was walking around. That was November, 6 months ago. He was walking around, going to the bar, chit-chatting, taking photos. You didn't really know that he even had an injury.
Sure.
Maybe it really wasn't to the extent that we all thought that it would be. Maybe he had to forfeit the title, healed, and maybe he did heal. Who knows? But 6 months ago, he seemed like a perfect.
He seemed perfectly fine. But still having a layoff, a long layoff from the octagon, it's tough. It's tough. It does, especially if the fight goes the distance, how's his gas tank going to be if he hasn't fought in a long time? It's tough. He's just got a lot of factors going against him. And I think that's why a lot of people are favoring Poatan here. Because if it was still the Jamal Hill that was knocking people out every other fight card, different story. This is Jamal Hill coming off of a serious injury, potential career-ending injury for a lot of people. It would have been. And he's coming up against one of the most active dudes that's been in the UFC the last 2 years.
Never felt it. Put a good point out there. If Izzy can knock out AP.
Yeah, it's true. That's what I'm saying, man.
That wasn't at light heavyweight, though, was it?
It turned Walker into a cartoon character. But it wasn't at light heavy. But you got to think the light heavyweights hit harder than Izzy.
But Alex P has to do more of a weight cut to make middleweight instead of light.
Yeah, sure. His brain wasn't as wasn't as hydrated. You know what I'm saying? Maybe could have caused the skull to bounce around in his head a little bit easier, right? Because he had to cut down to 185. But don't mean these big boys don't crack, bro.
No, we know Jamal cracks. We know Jamal cracks,
baby.
Yeah.
Jamal's like, I already beat Glover, so if I can beat Glover's protege, then what do you have for me?
But Glover, I don't think Glover's as good as a striker as fucking Poatan,
No, but who would you say was more durable, Alex or Glover?
Glover. Glover's way more durable, I think.
So Jamal really has more of a chance
I don't know.
than some people are giving him.
John Jones made Glover look silly, though.
Yeah,
John
Jones
John
makes a lot of
makes-
people look silly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He made
so,
Gon look silly.
That's true. This is true. But yeah, I know Alex is hittable, dude. Alex is definitely hittable, and if Jamal catches him, bro, only thing I'm worried about is I just hope Jamal's leg doesn't get compromised by some leg kicks early. If he's able to, like, if he checks those kicks or has a plan for like how to avoid them or keep away from them, then I think I wouldn't mind Jamal getting his belt back. You know what I'm saying?
So who are you
mind it.
picking? Who are you picking to win?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's
Alex.
tough. It's tough.
Got
It's
Alex.
tough.
I've been
Picking
going
him.
back and forth all week. I'm like,
I'm
Alex,
putting money on
Jamal.
both of them, bro. I don't care.
I feel
care
that
what they
Jamal is trying too hard, man. I personally did not like to see how he went up and asked for the autograph. I did not like to see that.
Why not, bro?
I did not like to see that, man. I feel that he was
It's a
playing
historic
mental-
card, though. It's a historic card. I mean, it wasn't like Poatan was the first guy he went to. He had like 10 different people's signatures on it already, you know?
Yeah. I didn't
But
expect
you don't like that he's trying to be friends with him?
Yeah. And then pulls what he pulled, you know.
Oh, and then comes up with the statue and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
No, Alex is coming out there, man. He's coming out there. Jamal, I think, just like Trey said, he could be doing it for a paycheck. Could be. When they tell you it takes 12
What
to
about
18 months for the Achilles to heal, I mean, that's science. And just when was his last fight? When he hurt himself playing basketball, you know?
He hurt himself at was it IFW last year? July of last year. That's when the basketball game was.
You know, it's not even a year yet.
Yeah, it
Did
hasn't been a
he
year
truly
since he had his
heal?
injury.
Or maybe
Oh,
the
no, bro.
injury wasn't to the
people at the-
extent that we know. Yeah.
The people at the PI are saying he's good to go. Everybody talks great about the PI. Even
Well,
other athletes.
So when we look at these time frames and we look at this treatment, some of these people have access to stuff that normal people don't have access to, like stem cell treatment. A lot of people, they
Same
don't have
doctor,
access
yeah.
to that.
Here, Moon and Balloon. He's got Cam Akers came back in
Yeah.
the same time frame, but that's football though. But he did have the same doctor that Jamal had, so it's possible. It's possible.
I mean, there's a lot of questions that'll be answered tonight.
Most deaf, and I can't wait to watch them, bro.
It's like saying Ronald Acuna and McGregor had the same doctor, right?
Yeah,
There's
for the
levels
leg.
to this, but
Yeah.
I'm leaning back to Alex now.
You're coming back to Alex. Now I'm leaning towards Jamal, dude. I don't know.
But I
It's a
mean,
tough one
it's
to pick.
exciting. It's here. But if Jamal isn't there, who do you put against Alex P?
You don't.
You don't do this fight. You just leave it
don't.
off the card, and
You leave it off the card and find a different champ to slot in there. But I don't know if they had anybody, bro. They effed up with the whole Aspinall, Jones, Gone bullshit. Like, that would have been a perfect heavyweight title fight right here. But this, obviously, you know, everybody was expecting a heavyweight fight, but, you know, this is still a great fight, though. As long as Jamal is the Jamal we know, right? As long as it's the Jamal we know, A1, top notch. Everybody's talking about this injury, though. It's scaring the shit out of me.
Speaking of Aspinall and Blades in Manchester.
Yeah, maybe, and hopefully Leon Bilal too.
Yes, sir.
All right, but that's 300. That is 300, ladies and gentlemen. Now we got a little giveaway to do. A champ moment. It's got to get raffled right now. All right.
Do the pay-per-view code first.
We'll do the pay-per-view code first and do the champ moment at the end. All right, if you say so. I'll let the guests pick what's going on today. 300 in the chat. Pay-per-view code. Who's going to get it? Last call for the 300. 300 in the chat. All right. Last call for the PP.
Yeah, you got to do the pay-per-view code first before you do the champ raffle. Come on, man.
I guess.
Look at the
That
prizes.
makes sense. I guess
If I win the pay-per-view code, I'll trade it for this Max Holloway moment.
I'll trade it. All right.
It went up by
Good
one
luck.
entry. Good luck.
One entry. So good luck, everybody. Here goes nothing.
Good luck.
Pay-per-view code going to Rob Korn. Don't know who Rob Korn is.
Congrats, Rob.
Congrats.
Rob Korn. Rob Korn, make sure you DM me in Discord for that pay-per-view code. If you don't, then I am raffling it off in the server. Rob Korn. Make sure you let us know who you are. All right. Max Holloway Champ Moment Raffle. So this thing has been running for a hot little minute, couple weeks now. We were able to get quite a few entries here. Total of 623 entries. Solid. 321 total moments were traded in. We got 10 epics, 56 rares or fandoms, and 255 commons / uncommons, mostly all commons. And so, yeah, got everybody in here. We're going to do it exactly how we did it last time. I got everybody loaded up. I don't got everybody loaded up. There it is. Got everybody loaded up right here. Pretty much everybody's total entries is right here, and it's weighted based on how many entries they have. Purple Haze 10, Mo Fresh in there for 60. Crip 20, Gomez 5, Max and Black 8, Delboy 7, Broken Circuit 31, RRX 25, Sprat 5, Rios 48, 05 45, Bunzo 25, SO 12, Bao Jr. 48, Victor 7, Darth Barth 25, 2 for iCash, 30 for Ifra, 137 for Moon and Balloon, 25 for Darcy, 25 for Crumbum, 20 for Swarmies, and 3 for Glued.
Looks good.
I totally read the rules wrong. Thought we could only enter 25 entries. Oh, well. It's all good, bro. It'll be another one. This isn't the first one, and this won't be the last one we do, so don't worry about it. We got some more coming. And you still might win. You never know. All right, so I'm going to roll the dice. I'm going to get a second dice in here. We're going to roll it to see how many times we're shuffling. 9 times shuffle, baby. All right, we're going to shuffle 9 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
Good luck.
Put it away. Good luck, everybody who's participating. Somebody's about to get traded a Max Holloway champ right now. Here we go. Good luck. Who's it going to be?
Good luck.
Who is that? Oh. Ifra Perez. Killing it. The man don't miss.
Unreal.
The man don't miss. The man don't miss. Congratulations, Ifra Perez. Hit the Max Holloway. Unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Congrats.
LOL rigged. LOL rigged. Definitely rigged.
That's awesome.
Super rigged. The dude don't miss, bro. I wonder if he's got a parlay cooking today. I hope he does. He better let us tail it. He better let us tail it. Man's a legend. Hell yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Thank you, everybody, for joining in.
It's awesome.
Mo and Trey, appreciate you guys for hanging out.
Yes, sir.
Hope everybody enjoys the fights tonight because they're going to be some bangers.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna be
BMF.
stuck to that couch.
Yes, sir.
That BMF is on the line.
Yes, sir.
So they
Rob
did
Korn.
confirm Coleman's doing it, right? Coleman's going to
Yeah.
wrap the belt around the winner.
Mark Coleman is wrapping the belt around the winner. Rob Korn, make sure you DM me, whoever you are. And, man, I appreciate everybody for hanging out today. Thanks again. And until next time, we are out. Peace.